is through to the second round. And unusual circumstances for you, Ronnie. You were really chasing your tail there, 4-0 down, 3-6 down. Quite a scrap in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean, but Stephen's played 3 qualifying matches. You know, him and Joe Perry probably the hardest matches for anyone to get in the first round. So I knew it was going to be tough, and I didn't give myself any favours because I was really poor the first 4. But I found a little bit of something, and I thought as long as I find that, you know, you've got a bit of belief, you know.
What kind of confidence is that going to give you? Because the way you did come back, particularly in that second session this morning.
I don't really know. You know, I'm never the most confident. You know, before I go into matches, my expectations are always low, and you know, if I get a result, I always think, yeah, that was a bonus. So I never feel pressure because of that's how my mindset is. You know, but you know, each match is different. As long as you're in the tournament, you got half a chance. You know?
One thing today, though, was a couple of brilliant clearances, wasn't it? You must be very pleased with them, especially you know in the last session when it's fantastic clearances. Yeah,
always nice to nick them frames, you know. But then there's the other side of it. You don't want to have to keep relying on your opponent to make mistakes to give you that opportunity. And I know it is tense out at the Crucible, so there will be mistakes. But I prefer just dominating from the first ball to the end. You know that I prefer that style. You know,
like everyone else.
Yeah, you know, it's just you know, but you have to dig in, you know, and. I was able to do that today.
John and I were actually just talking before you came in, Ronnie, about the fact that it's been an absolutely brilliant season. 5 big titles, a 14th maximum break. Is everything else gravy here? Is everything else a bonus when you come to the Crucible?
Well, everything was gravy before the start of the season, you know, because, you know, the tour's... You know, it's you know, you're coming at round 1 now, so unless you make the quarterfinals, you know, you probably don't even make your expenses. So it's not like golf where the trickle down is so good that, you know, if you get a top 10, you know, you're sorted for the rest of the season. So for everyone on the tour, it's really tough. And I thought, you know, I feel like I didn't really suit me to kind of put that pressure on myself. So finding other things to do, you know, so that's, you know, becomes, like you say, snooker becomes gravy. If I get a result, great. If I don't, at least my year hasn't been a complete waste of time, you know, because it can be for a lot of players.
Have you found it easy then to space your tournaments out? You know what your schedule is now. You know how many you're playing and what you're doing, or what?
No, I just fit in snooker when I can. Really, I don't take holidays. I don't take breaks now because obviously I'm busy doing other stuff. So when I do get time, I have to put time on the table because you know, I do think you do need to practice, you know, but it's just finding the time to fit it in there. But, you know, like you say, that's a good word, gravy, you know, everything's just gravy. Bisto.
I mentioned it now.
There's a Bisto advert in there somewhere.
So, you know, when you come back after 26 years to the Crucible, is it still a place that gets the nerves going? Do you still feel nervous going out there?
I didn't feel nerves yesterday in the first 4 frames, you know, it was a weird feeling, you know, but once I got into the match, you know, a little bit, I thought, you know, I really do want to be here. It's the best, it's a great venue, you know, but I was embarrassed out there yesterday, the first 4 frames. I couldn't even look at people in the crowd because I just felt so embarrassed, you know, my highest break was 27, and I was just pleased to have made a 27, you know, and it's so it can be really great or it can be really bad, you know. So you know, it's you know, I was just
don't knock 27s, by the way. They're good for me.
yeah. That was in the old days. Don't win your tournaments now, though.
I tell you what, Mark Selby's out. Clearly, there was a lot of talk about maybe having the world's #1, well, the top 2 seeds going out. You were under pressure yourself, but you look at that draw now. Mark Selby's out. Psychologically, how does it affect you and the rest of the field to know that the guy who's kind of ruled the roost here the last few years?
Yeah, I think Mark was obviously favourite coming into the tournament, so obviously him going out just automatically, like even last night myself, I thought, you know what, it has opened up the draw massively because, you know, if you think you're going to win this World Championships, you think you'll beat Selby to win it, whatever round you get to, you know. So, yeah, everyone will have great belief, but, you know, every tournament goes up. You know, another player that's on form, on fire. You know, who's to say Kieran Wilson can't win it? You know, he's got the pedigree, he's got the temperament. You know, I always fancy John Higgins if he's on it, you know. But there's so many players here. Maybe Judd Trump, it could be his year. You know, you just don't know, you know. But it's only day 2. You've got another 15 days to unravel.
Exactly. It is, as we keep saying, a marathon, not a sprint. But you're through. Great performance today. Well done.
How did Mo do in the marathon?
Mo was 3rd.
Oh, that's what time you do?
Yeah, 3rd with a British record, I'm hearing.
Fantastic,
So not
cool.
bad,
yeah, brilliant.
OK. 2 hours, 6 minutes and 22 seconds.
It's not great.
That's your next career, Ronnie. We'll let you go. Thank you very much for joining us.
Cheers.
And we'll be back on BBC
Cheers, thank you.
2.